ไก่หวาน你妈的，这ไก่หวาน我操，浪听吧！我操！
Within seconds, the noise grows louder, harder, relentless. What begins as a faint tapping on rooftops suddenly transforms into a roar that drowns out every other sound. It is not rain, it is not snow, it is hail, an assault from the skies, ice falling like stones thrown by nature itself. Windows shatter under the force, roofs collapse under the crushing weight, the structures unable to withstand the sudden burden. In the space of minutes, entire neighborhoods are transformed. Streets turn white, as though winter itself has descended in the middle of summer. But this is not the calm, soft beauty of snow. This is the violence of frozen destruction. The air rings with the crack of breaking glass, the crash of falling tiles, the terrified cries of people rushing for cover. Water mixes with ice, drains overflow, and rivers form where roads once stood, carrying shards of hail into every corner. Families cling together indoors, praying their roofs will hold. Children cry as the sky itself seems to be attacking. Elderly residents cover their heads with blankets, listening helplessly as the storm shreds the world outside. The power flickers, then fails, leaving homes in darkness lit only by lightning. The pounding on the windows continues, merciless, as though the storm has no intention of stopping.
下冰雹啦！
Shops lose their goods, farmers lose their harvests, and families lose the safety of their homes. Entire fields of crops, months of backbreaking work, months of patience and hope, are shredded in less than an hour. Fruit trees are stripped bare, their branches broken like brittle bones. Vegetables are torn apart, scattered across muddy ground. No longer food, but waste.
妈的，哪个王八蛋发的毒誓？老天爷都发怒了！你睇冰雹落到啊！
Random video clips from across towns and villages reveal the same truth everywhere. Hailstorms are unpredictable, violent, and devastating. In one city, buses stop in the middle of the road, their roofs dented beyond repair. In another, motorbikes lie overturned, their owners unable to fight the slippery ground. A market once full of life stands abandoned, fruits and vegetables floating in water, stalls torn apart. And the damage doesn't stop with crops and buildings. Animals suffer too. Birds are struck mid-flight, falling lifeless to the ground. Livestock, unable to find shelter, are left injured or worse. In the chaos, even wild creatures flee into unfamiliar territories, desperate for survival.
哎呀，太厚了这冰雹。
我们一下午就这么滑吗？好啊。
Experts explain that hail is born from violent clouds. When warm air surges upward and collides with cold currents high in the atmosphere, droplets freeze and are hurled around by turbulent winds. Layer upon layer of ice builds until gravity pulls the stones back to Earth. In mountainous regions like Sichuan, or anywhere where sudden shifts in air temperature collide, hail is more likely and often more violent. The storms form quickly, with little warning, leaving communities almost no time to prepare. August and September mark peak danger months, but hail can strike at almost any time of year when the skies churn with conflict. In some places, storms arrive in spring, destroying blossoms before they bear fruit. In others, they hit in late autumn, just as harvests are ready to be gathered. For those in hail-prone regions, there is no safe season, no guaranteed protection. The cost is staggering. Beyond the visible destruction, the broken homes, the lost crops, the shattered vehicles, there are invisible scars. Families sink into debt as they rebuild again and again. Children miss school when classrooms are damaged or when families cannot afford the fees after losing everything. Communities lose not only their possessions, but their sense of security, their belief that tomorrow will be safe. For many survivors, the sound of hail is not just weather, it is trauma. A single thunderclap in the distance can bring back the memory of that day. The roar on the rooftops, the helplessness, the fear. They know that when the clouds turn dark and heavy, disaster may once again be moments away.